Welcome to our video on the top 10 U.S. cities in Georgia most affected by climate change. As the impacts of climate change become increasingly evident, cities across Georgia are experiencing rising temperatures, flooding, and other environmental challenges. In this video, we'll explore how different cities, from the bustling metropolis of Atlanta to the agricultural heart of Gainesville, are grappling with these urgent threats. Join us as we dive into the unique climate challenges faced by each city and the steps being taken to adapt and mitigate these pressing issues. 1. Atlanta. The urban heat island. As Georgia's largest city, Atlanta is at the forefront of climate change challenges. The urban heat island effect, where cities are significantly warmer than their rural surroundings, is pronounced here. This phenomenon exacerbates heat waves, with the city experiencing around 8 more extreme heat days annually compared to 1961. The heatwave season has extended by over 80 days, stressing both people and infrastructure. Additionally, Atlanta's extensive impervious surfaces, such as roads and buildings, lead to increased runoff during heavy rains, resulting in frequent flooding. These conditions make Atlanta a hotspot for climate change discussions and innovations. 2. Savannah. Battling rising tide. Savannah's picturesque coastal location makes it a beautiful city but also a vulnerable one. Rising sea levels pose a significant threat, increasing the risk of storm surges that can inundate the city's historic districts. The combination of higher sea levels and more intense hurricanes poses a significant risk to the city's infrastructure and tourism industry. With its economy heavily reliant on tourism, which thrives on its historic charm, Savannah must navigate these challenges carefully. Efforts are underway to safeguard its heritage sites and protect its residents from the encroaching sea. 3. Brunswick. Port city under threat. Brunswick shares many of Savannah's challenges due to its coastal position. The city faces more frequent and severe coastal flooding, threatening local industries and displacing residents. As sea levels rise, the integrity of Brunswick's port facilities, crucial for the local economy, is at risk. This port is a linchpin in the community's economic structure, facilitating trade and job opportunities. The city's proactive measures in adapting to climate change will determine its resilience in the coming years. 4. Macon. Vulnerable yet resilient. Macon-Bibb County stands out as the most vulnerable in Georgia to climate change impacts. Existing conditions such as poverty and poor health compound the effects of extreme weather events, making recovery more challenging. The area is prone to both severe flooding and droughts, impacting water resources and agriculture. These climate extremes test the resilience of the community, requiring innovative solutions and robust support systems to ensure stability and growth. The focus on community-driven initiatives plays a vital role in Macon's climate adaptation strategy. 5. Columbus. At the mercy of the river. Situated along the Chattahoochee River, Columbus is no stranger to the risks of flooding. Intense rainfall events have become more frequent, threatening homes, businesses, and infrastructure. The city's history of significant flooding serves as a stark reminder of its vulnerability. Additionally, higher temperatures lead to increased energy demand for cooling, putting a strain on the power grid. Columbus is actively working on strategies to manage these impacts, focusing on sustainable urban planning and energy efficiency. 6. Augusta. River City challenges. Augusta, located on the Savannah River, faces the dual challenges of flooding and rising temperatures. Increased heavy rainfall events due to climate change are a growing concern, threatening public health and infrastructure. The city's residents, particularly vulnerable populations, feel the brunt of these changes. Higher temperatures also mean increased energy consumption, putting a strain on resources and budgets. Augusta's efforts to integrate climate resilience into its planning processes are critical for its future sustainability. 7. Albany. Weathering the storm. Albany's experiences with significant flooding events during hurricanes and tropical storms highlight its climate vulnerabilities. As these storms become more frequent and severe, the city faces increased flooding risks. Higher temperatures and prolonged heat waves also pose challenges, impacting agriculture and public health. The city's economy, intertwined with its agricultural sector, must adapt to these changing patterns. Albany's focus on community resilience and disaster preparedness is essential for weathering the storms ahead. 8. Athens. Academic hub in a climate biome. Athens, home to the University of Georgia, is experiencing higher temperatures and more frequent heat waves. These conditions affect the health of residents and students, as well as increase energy demands. The risk of droughts further complicates matters, impacting water supply and local agriculture. Athens is addressing these challenges through innovative research and community engagement, fostering a culture of sustainability and resilience. The city's efforts serve as a model for integrating academic resources into climate action. 9. Valdosta. Southern heat and floods. Located in southern Georgia, Valdosta is grappling with higher temperatures and more frequent heat waves. Intense rainfall events increase flooding risks, overwhelming local drainage systems and impacting homes and businesses. The agricultural sector, a cornerstone of the local economy, faces challenges from changing precipitation patterns and prolonged droughts. Valdosta's proactive stance on climate adaptation, including infrastructure improvements and community awareness campaigns, is vital for its resilience. 10. Gainesville. Agricultural heart at risk. Gainesville, known as the poultry capital of the world, heavily relies on agriculture. Climate change poses risks through increased temperatures, altered precipitation patterns, and more frequent extreme weather events. These changes can affect crop yields and livestock health, impacting the local economy. The city's agricultural community is actively seeking ways to adapt, focusing on sustainable practices and technological innovations to mitigate these impacts. Gainesville's efforts underscore the importance of agricultural resilience in the face of climate change.